Hey everyone, welcome back to 996 The Howl. Just a quick update, news video sort of type of thing. Congratulations to Juuso Valimaki and Olli Maatta for making the Team Finland roster for the Four Nations face-off in February. And for the first time in, 4 years, Clayton Keller gets a vacation in February. Keller was a three-time in a row All-Star for the Coyotes all time. He was a four-time All-Star for the Coyotes. I honestly think Keller and Maccelli both got snubbed for their respective teams. I got some players who I think probably those players should have replaced. And so let's get through with it. I really don't know why Trocheck is on Team USA. I've heard, he's great centerman, penalty kill. I mean, you look at this centerman for Team USA, you got Jack Eichel, Jack Hughes, Austin Matthews, Dylan Larkin, JT Miller, Nelson. It's in order of who I think they should replace. And then at the end, okay, I kind of understand. For Nelson, like he's a veteran defensive centerman, so I agree with that. But to have Trocheck there as well, it's like how many centermen do you really need? He plays on a stacked New York Rangers team, whereas Keller he played for the Coyotes, played for Utah. He's a number one franchise player, whereas Trocheck is like a supplementary player, a depth player. He's not going to be a guy you build around your franchise with. I could have put Jake Gensel here as well. Jake Gensel's numbers, they're comparable to Keller, and Jake Gensel is like Keller. They're both offensive wingmen. They're not centermen, but I decided to hold off on Gensel. Kreider as well. I mean, I understand Kreider goes to the front of the net. He's a great tipper. He's played for the Rangers. He's been in those moments in the playoffs for a playoff team. He plays well under pressure, but again, 33 years old. I just don't see any offense from him this season. I mean, look at Clayton Keller, 86 points in 82. He's a point per game player. Even this year, he's probably going to be on pace for point per game. I just don't see how you leave him off that roster. Even Austin Matthews was saying before the roster was announced, he can't wait to play with a skilled playmaker like Clayton Keller. I mean, look at the teams Keller has played on. I mean, this is a rebuilding year for 3 seasons ago, and he's over a point per game. Put him like with the best players in the world. Like, it was a no-brainer for me. I understand Nelson, but again, I mean, look at the amount of centerman Team USA has. And then Maccelli, I think it's a bigger head scratcher, to be honest. They choose Kako again from the New York Rangers over Maccelli. I just don't see it. He's not a centerman. He doesn't kill penalties. He's sort of floundering young player. I mean, look at this, 19 points in 61 games played. Sure, this year Maccelli is getting a slow start, but he's going to pick it up. And Maccelli's on a rebuilding team as well. Look at the players he's playing with. He's one of the most underrated playmakers in the league. I really thought this tournament would have really turned some eyes onto Maccelli on the grand stage, playing with amazing players. Haula, Armia. We'll start with Haula. Okay, sure, he's a centerman, but look at the centerman Team Finland has. Hintz, Barkov, Aho, Granlund, Lundell. I mean, you don't need another centerman in Haula, and he's not even a good offensive centerman. He's like usually a third line centerman, and his point totals don't really jump off the page to me. Armia, I get it. He kills penalties, but is that it? All you need to do is kill penalties and you could be on this team. I understand Maccelli doesn't kill penalties. Neither does Keller, but 3 or 4 seasons ago, Keller did average 1 penalty minute per game in Andre Tourney's first year. But yeah, Armia, I don't see any offense from him. Maccelli for sure could have taken any of these guys' spot. Shorthanded as well. Those centermen I listed, they also play on the penalty kill. So that's Barkov, Lundell, Granlund, Aho, even Likinen, a winger, plays on the PK. So I'm not really sure why you need more PK guys. It's 2 units, so that's 4 forwards you just need, and I just listed off 6 or 7 guys who play on the PK. It's also only a 3-game tournament, and then it's the final championship game, so a max of 4 games to be played. I just think Finland decided to go with like a defensively forward-minded team. Sure, they got that firepower in those centermen I listed, but their wingers are kind of subpar. I would have put Maccelli with a guy like Aho, maybe Barkov, Rupe, Hintz. Maccelli would have excelled in that position. So yeah, definitely I think they were snubbed. I'm not being too serious. It's just a gimmicky tournament. I'm not too upset. And some other news, Team Canada for the World Juniors tournament in the end of December, starting Boxing Day. They released their camp roster, and Iginla was interestingly left off, and I was ready to grab a pitchfork. But it turns out, we learned last night that Iginla is undergoing surgery, and he will be out for this season. It's hip surgery, a massive blow to such a young, promising career. He was having a great season, 32 points in 21 games played. I really just hope Iginla recovers from this, takes the time he needs, and I really do hope it doesn't derail his projection and trajectory as a bona fide NHL player. As a consolation prize for Utah, Cole Baudouin was invited to the Team Canada World Junior roster, so hopefully he makes the team. And as a late round, first round pick this past summer, it's great to see Baudouin get some attention and be invited to that team. So that's it for me. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, spread the word. And as always, thank you for your support.